Hello everyone, welcome back. We are going to discuss the classical chart patterns and begin our understanding of recognizing and trading the classical chart pattern from this video. Before we go deep into each individual pattern, let me discuss few general aspects of classical chart patterns. We have studied in Dow theory that in the market there are three phases: the accumulation phase, the market participation phase, and then there is a distribution phase. Apart from that, there is consolidation phase. Now let us understand them a little deeply. What is an accumulation phase? After a down move, there is a certain point when the selling pressure comes down and there is buying pressure in the market. So the buyers and sellers are in equilibrium. Now this continues for some time, and after this accumulation phase, the market breaks out and goes in the upward direction. That is called the breakout. So this is a kind of price reversal. Similarly, let us talk about the distribution. After an up move, the price actually consolidates within a small range. What is that? Because the buying and the selling pressure is almost equal. And at one point of time, the equilibrium breaks and we find that the price moves downwards and the market participation phase begins after that. So again, this is a reversal pattern. Apart from that, what we would find is that during an up move, after the accumulation, after the slight bit of up move, we may find that the price consolidating within a small range. Again, during that small amount of time, the buying and selling pressure are almost equal. And if after the consolidation, the buying pressure again become bigger than the selling pressure or the selling intention of the bears in the market, what happens is that the price again resumes its uptrend. Similarly, when we talk about a downtrend, after a certain bit of down move, if there is a consolidation and eventually when the selling pressure becomes bigger than the buying pressure, the erstwhile down move resumes. So this moves, those consolidation during the up move and the down move, those are called the continuation pattern. During this price consolidation, at the bottom reversal, at the top reversal, and also during the intermediate price consolidation, the price takes shape of a normally a geometric pattern. It can be triangle, it can be wedge, it can be flag, it can be head and shoulder. We will discuss in detail about them one by one. But one thing you should understand is that once we recognize these price patterns, there is defined way of trading them. We can enter the trades with stop loss. Now stop loss is a new word for you, right? Let me introduce to the concept. When you are buying a stock, you are taking some risk and you are doing it for some purpose. Suppose you are buying at 100 rupees, you want the price to go to 110 and 120 and you want to sell higher. But market can actually go lower. So for a 10 rupees or 20 rupees price profit, you should have a defined stop loss. That means where you will exit your position and book losses. So suppose you entered at 100 and the price moves below at 95. So you may choose to cut your stop or cut your position at 95. Similarly, can be said for the selling position also. You have sold in the market at 100 rupees and you intend to buy at 80 and 90. Only then you can make profit. Suppose during that time in that stock price goes higher and you cut your losses at 105. So this is the stop loss, the distance between your entry point and your loss booking position. Ideally, a trader should maintain a favorable risk-reward ratio. Suppose he is making 20 rupees in a trade, he should not lose more than 20 rupees in his losing trade. Ideally, better traders do more favorable risk-reward ratio, like they gain 20 rupees in a winning trade and in a losing trade, they don't lose more than 8-10 rupees. So that is the part of risk management that you have to take care. So again, coming back to the technical chart patterns, the classical chart patterns, once you recognize the chart patterns, you know that there is a defined stop loss and a defined target based on the pattern of the geometry of the pattern. You can take that trade. Now, one more thing that is very important is that when you are talking about a geometrical pattern, it may appear in an hourly chart, in a 15-minute chart, in a daily chart, in a weekly chart, in a monthly chart, in a yearly chart. So the basic point here is, longer the pattern takes to form and bigger the pattern, bigger is the implication of the price breakout or breakdown from that pattern. So if you are looking at a double top in a monthly chart and you are looking at a double top in an hourly chart, obviously the price implication of the double top of a monthly chart would be much higher, and you should take the cognizance of that. Now, another important part in the price pattern is volume. When you are talking about price patterns, during the price patterns, what happens is that in most of the cases, as the price consolidation goes on and on and on, the volume dies down. And when there is a breakout or breakdown from the pattern, ideally we should look for increase in volume. Then we can be assured that the price movement that is unfolding can be sustainable. Volume in modern era is not always a very prominent feature of price patterns, but still, if it is there, you should be more assured. Now, let us begin our journey with the most simplest form of classical chart patterns, that is the double tops and the double bottoms.